Sometimes things happen in the poker world that cannot be explained in terms of common sense. Cheaters, fake cards, and fixing wins. What's going on here anyway?
What the hell's going on over here?
How can you win millions without following the rules? These are not just rumors and tales, but real stories that have rocked the poker world. Are you ready to find out what tricks and schemes are used behind the scenes? We will reveal the most shocking and crazy moments that will make you think, how is this even possible? Let's go. The biggest scandals in history. Russ Hamilton and Ultimate Bet. American regular Russ Hamilton became famous for winning the main event of the World Series of Poker in 1994 and receiving exactly $1 million. An experienced player knows other professionals. Not surprisingly, in 2004, Ultimate Bet hired his consultants to attract large clients. The scandal, however, broke out 4 years later. The Kanawake Gaming Commission has revealed massive deception of players by the Ultimate Bet poker room. It turned out that Hamilton was a fraud. He got access to the software and saw the opponent's pocket cards. The commission estimated that about $22 million was stolen from the players in this way.
God mode couldn't be run on the same computer as a playing account, but that hardly mattered. Running it on a second device allowed a user to see every single hole card on the site in real time. With a second computer or a partner relaying information, you can play poker knowing exactly what your opponent was holding. And upon discovering the existence of God mode, people did just that. Using his celebrity status, Hamilton would challenge high-profile players to heads-up matches. While his opponents thought they were battling a WSOP champion, Hamilton was seeing every card they had. By the time it was all said and done, Hamilton and his associates had stolen over $22 million from Ultimate Bet players. And somehow, no one noticed.
Russ got an impressive share of this money. The room compensated the players, but the credibility of online poker was undermined for a long time. Jean-Paul Pasqualini and Cedric Rossi, two famous poker players, played on the Partouche Poker Tour in 2009 and teamed up to increase the chances of success. And they succeeded. Pasqualini took first place and earned almost $1 million. Rossi got $600,000. To exchange information, the accomplices used gestures and facial expressions. They agreed on the tactics of the draw, shared information about the cards. It wasn't until some time later that poker player Nordin Bouya studied the recordings and discovered the collusion. He even compiled a detailed video compilation of suspicious handouts, proving that the accomplices were exchanging data. Despite the scandal, both players did not remain in the shadows for long. In 2019, they returned to the poker tables and participated in major tournaments. Josh Field and the nickname change. Now the rooms have already learned how to deal with scammers. People who play under multiple accounts are banned very quickly. But in 2006, there were no such opportunities yet. Josh Field took advantage of this. He registered in one online tournament twice under the nicknames JJ Prodigy and A Black Car, and won the tournament by getting more data about the released cards and transferring chips from one profile to another. It was possible to deceive the system, but as they say, my tongue is my enemy. Josh brags about his successes online. The information reached the management of the poker room. An investigation confirmed the fraud, and the room arrested $180,000 on the fraudster's account. Christian Lusardi and fake chips in the toilet. At major tournaments, chips are not always counted during the game. The winner was determined in the classic way. The participant who wins all the chips becomes the winner. It's hard to resist such opportunities. Christian Lusardi couldn't resist, but he took and brought fake chips. The tournament could not be won, but the hero got into the prizes and earned $6,814. If the player had not been caught cheating, perhaps he would have tried to become champion next year. The deception was discovered by chance when there were only 27 participants left at the tables. After counting the chips, the organizers found a surplus of $800,000. The culprit was identified in a specific way: a toilet pipe clogged in his Borgata hotel room. It turned out that the scammer was trying to get rid of the remaining $2.7 million worth of chips by flushing them down the toilet. Christian was sentenced to 8 years in prison for fraud. The most common types of cheating. Now I will tell you about the most dangerous types of cheating, which, alas, very often remain unsolved. I assure you, this knowledge will not be superfluous. I have been warned, which means I am armed. Card switching. This method involves exchanging cards between players so that one of the scammers gets good cards in his hands. Using card marking. Players mark the cards with special marks or damage them in order to recognize them later in the game. These marks are made with ink, needles, or other inconspicuous items. Reading maps using hidden cameras. Camera cheating. Players use hidden cameras to get information about their opponent's cards. Distracting tactics. Players can use various distractions to confuse their opponents. This may include loud conversations, unpredictable actions, or behavior to make another player make a mistake, or overlook certain actions, such as hidden signals or card swapping. A unique case. And now, the icing on the cake. Some scammers clearly don't know or can't stop. Like, for example, the German player Ali Tekentongak, who in 2010 was clearly not himself. He was caught by the hand for a year, but he still tried to deceive the organizers of the largest European tournaments. The scam wasn't particularly fancy. He hired fake bloggers and filled the area around the tables allocated to the audience with them. The accomplices visually, or with the help of high-zoom cameras, peeked at the opponent's cards and informed him of the result with gestures. The deception seemed to be successful at the WPT in Barcelona, but was subsequently revealed. At the EPT in Tallinn, Ali finally got caught and was eliminated from the main event. Next, the German went to the Partouche Poker Tour in Cannes. The organizers of the tournament were able to catch the fraudster, disqualified him, and the accomplices were escorted out of the hall. The Augsburg court sentenced Tekentongak to 3 years and 5 months in prison for repeated poker fraud. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. What I'll tell you in the next video will make you doubt that poker can even be called a game. But only your own people will see the video. I post the toughest analyses, insights, and closed stories from the poker world in our community. The link is fixed in the description. Come in while there's still room. They're already discussing the case inside, which was officially hushed up, but we were able to find the recordings. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and see you at the next video.